Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're once again going to be doing another Left 4 Dead 2 ranking video. And for this topic, this is going to be one recommended by you guys, and I thought this was fairly interesting for the sake of a video, so I decided to do this as the next one. And this one, we're going to be ranking all the Left 4 Dead 2 Coach Cheeseburger quotes. So coming in at number 1 is when Coach mentions the word cheeseburger. Alright, I hope you guys end up enjoying. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, guys, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little sarcastic bit there at the beginning. But yeah, guys, welcome back to another Left 4 Dead ranking video. And this one, we are going to be doing a topic that was recommended by one of you guys, although it's not the Coach Cheeseburger quotes. But if you want to see that for an April Fool's video next year, let me know. But yeah, guys, for this one, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking all the throwable items that are in Left 4 Dead. And this is not going to include things like pipe bombs and Molotovs. This is going to be things like propane and gasoline tanks. So this list is going to be awfully short. It's only going to be 6 items throughout the whole entire thing, but you guys will enjoy it nonetheless, that I promise you. So what do you say, guys, that we end up ranking all the Left 4 Dead throwable items, shall we? Alrighty, let's begin. Alrighty, guys, so coming in at the first spot here, this is going to end up being the Coke from Dead Center. So the Coca-Cola from Dead Center, you might be wondering yourself why I'm considering this as a throwable. The reason why is because this thing is really niche, and to have its own list or its whole entire category would just be downright ridiculous because there's only one other item that's going to be very similar to this that exists in Left 4 Dead, so to have its own list would just be ridiculous. So I thought I would include it in the throwables ranking. And for this particular item, it's really not that important. It only just contributes to one specific niche scenario, and that being a horde summoning step in one particular campaign. It's not really that interesting. It's not really that crazy of involved type of step here. So specifically for the Coke, I'm just going to be putting it at the last spot just because it really doesn't need to be anywhere else. And it really doesn't even deserve its own list other than just technically being a part of this one. Alrighty, guys, coming in at the next spot here, this is going to be a little bit more of a positive outlook on the same type of item, basically, but this is going to end up being the Gnome Chomsky doll. The Gnome Chomsky doll is essentially like the Coke, where it doesn't do anything and serves only a very niche purpose, but this one is for an achievement, and the doll itself is basically an Easter egg because this doll has been in a whole bunch of other Valve titles. I personally really like the Gnome Chomsky doll. It always keeps resurfacing. Even in the Last Stand update, it resurfaced. So it definitely is kind of like an inside joke to the community with this doll in particular. So for the Gnome Chomsky doll, it has really no purpose other than, like I said, for being niche, for an achievement, and kind of like an Easter egg. It really can't do anything. You just lug it around, and it's basically the most useless melee weapon other than basically beating an enemy to death with your fists. But if you decide to do this, it is pretty fun, it is pretty niche, and overall, even though it doesn't really serve any practical purpose, it still is at least more fun than the Coke is. Alrighty, guys, coming in at the next spot here, this is going to end up being the oxygen tanks. So for the oxygen tanks, I'm just going to be perfectly honest, I don't like these things, they serve no purpose to me, and literally the only reason why I'm putting them up higher than the Coke and the Gnome is because it can kill things when you explode them. They have no purpose for practicality in my eyes. If I'm going to be using something such as these, I'm going to rather use a propane tank or a gas can, because the oxygen tanks literally are really impractical, and they don't even spawn on that many maps to begin with. So unless you're playing on trolling, they are not worth your time. Alrighty, guys, coming in at the next spot here, this is going to be one item that is particularly niche to a specific campaign again, but this one is a little bit of a fun one. These can kill things, and they're very fun to use. So coming into the next spot here, this is going to end up being the Dark Carnival fireworks. You can find these on the Dark Carnival finale at the concert, and they're in a little box, and there's a set of 5 of them. They are only ever found here unless you're playing custom maps. And I personally think that these are very fun to use. If you are playing in the atmosphere and you get immersed into the Dark Carnival finale, these are very fun to use. You place them down on the stage, you end up lighting them ablaze, and they just have sparks and flames everywhere. These things are extremely strong, they look very appealing, And there's nothing really wrong with them being on one particular chapter. If these were everywhere, they would have probably no use. But because they're themed after around the Carnival, that's honestly why I like them, and that's why I put them where they are. Alrighty guys, we only got 2 more things left on here to rank, so for the number 2 spot, this is going to end up being the oxygen tank. Now for the oxygen tank, we're not going to be grilling any food or anything, but it does serve a purpose, and this purpose is to kill things. This thing does explode, this thing has an extremely big blast radius, and is useful at killing zombies. I probably would say that other than one more item, this probably is the best. I like the oxygen tank for the purpose of killing, other than the nicheness of like the fireworks, and obviously the goofing around with the oxygen tank. But for the propane tank, it's quick. If you shoot it, it will explode instantly, unlike the oxygen tank, which has a little bit of a delay. But the oxygen tank... Ladies and gentlemen, he said the wrong thing 3 fucking times in a row. Woohoo! Is boom. It's kind of like almost like an instantaneous pipe bomb that you can control when it detonates. So you throw it, it detonates, boom, you automatically get a whole bunch of kills, and that's why I like it. It's practical, and it's not annoying, like, for example, the oxygen tanks. I hate how those things end up having a delay because they go off at personally the worst timing. Now, with propane, because it is instantaneously, you can have a problem where if it goes off next to, like, let's say a gasoline can, it can screw you up, but the good news is, though, is that if you have smart enough teammates, they will never mix these two and have that issue in the first place. So yeah, guys, that is number 2, and you can obviously tell what number 1 is. Number 1 is end up going to being the gasoline tank. So for the gasoline tank, I rank this number 1 because this has the most practical use, and it's probably the most efficient in terms of just the way that Left 4 Dead is. And by that, I mean just like the vibe. So there's nothing more awesome, in my opinion, than having a gasoline can and shooting it and lighting a whole entire path ablaze and just having every single infected catch fire. These things last an extremely long time, and they don't really end up incapacitating you or your teammates, like such as the oxygen tanks and the propane, and they also don't stun block you, which I'm very, very glad. If you don't know what stun blocking is, basically it's when you end up getting shoulder bumped or an explosion goes off near you and your character can't shoot and you're kind of discombobulated. The explosives a lot of the times in this game will end up doing that to you, but not the gas can. The gas can, if you shoot it, you'll be completely 100% fine, and you can see, you can shoot, you can walk. And for that, that's really good for situations such as survival, and allowing you to be able to end up surviving and getting a long survival time. Personally, this is what allowed me to get 10 minutes on all these survival maps for the new set of achievements. I just stockpiled these and put them in niche spots, and then when I found them useful, I would light tanks ablaze, and then I would be able to end up getting good records and getting gold all the time. I really, really do like myself the gas cans, and I think that that's why they're deserving of being number 1. But anyways, guys, this is going to end up being today's video. I hope you guys ended up enjoying. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to show your support to the channel. Thank you guys for showing your support on all the Left 4 Dead ranking videos. Thank you guys for showing support on the Easter egg one that we did last. That was very, very awesome. If we can get anywhere near that type of support again, that would be incredible. But yeah, guys, I hope you ended up enjoying today's video. I want to let you know at the end here that I recently just finished my online classes, so now I am officially on my own summer vacation. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very much looking forward to it, and it's going to be allowing me to be able to have much more time to make videos. So yeah, guys, look forward to more awesome content coming in the next few days. But yeah, guys, I hope you ended up enjoying another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys are ever going to see. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace out.